Fans are calling Joanna Gaines's news everything I've needed and more. Chip and Jo are returning to Hgtv with an all-new show. Chip and Joanna Gaines are returning to TV with an all-new fixer-upper series. The Magnolia couple teased their new show on social media. Details are still up in the air, but fans are already excited. Joanna shared a video on social media and wrote, "We're taking this show on the road. And we want to hear your guesses. Which state do you think Fixer Upper is headed to? Follow us to the mountains December 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time on Magnolia Network and Hgtv, or stream same day on HBO Max and Discovery+." The video shows off a scenic locale while Jo announced, "We are so excited to announce our new series called Fixer Upper, Mountain House. We are finally taking Fixer Upper on the road, far, far away from Texas. Could it be Colorado? Could it be Utah? Could be California," Chip teased. "Lots of drama. A side of Jo you've never seen before." Joanna continued, "We can't wait for you to see the full story. We can't wait for you to see the full story. It's a project near and dear to our hearts." The couple left the location mysterious for now, but fans shared their best guesses in the comments section. They shouted out everything from Montana to North Carolina. One wrote, "Definitely does not look like anywhere east of the Mississippi. Would love for it to be Montana." Plenty more are excited no matter the location and left comments like, I'm gonna be glued to watching this," and, "Listen. This is everything I've needed and more." Fixer Upper. Mountain House joins other spin-offs like Fixer Upper, The Castle, Fixer Upper, The Lake House, and Fixer Upper, The Hotel. We'll be on the lookout for more information, but we know we'll be tuning in regardless of the location. 22:10, 4:59 p.m. NM. Chip and Joanna Gaines Hotel 1928 served me a meal so good I'd fly back to Waco to eat it again. A delectable southern meal with French accents. I think it's pretty safe to say that anything Joanna Gaines does, she does well. Whether it's renovating hundreds of homes in the Waco, Texas, area or developing a ready-to-eat line of Magnolia table products for Target, it's not going to disappoint. And speaking of renovating, Chip and Joanna filmed 2 spin-offs of Fixer Upper in recent years. Fixer Upper, The Castle, and Fixer Upper, The Hotel, to document special renovation projects of theirs. I recently visited Waco, where I had a chance to stay at the hotel in question, Hotel 1928. Hotel 1928 is, in one word, breathtaking. It feels like stepping back in time when you walk through the front door. Tucked inside an unassuming brick building just a few blocks from the Magnolia campus's landmark silos, this boutique hotel is a gem. And what was even more of a delight was the Brasserie, the restaurant just off the hotel lobby. I ate my final meal of the trip here, and it left such an impression that I can't wait to go back and dine there again. Firstly, I have to talk about the vibes inside this restaurant. If walking through the front door of Hotel 1928 sends you back to the 1920s, then turning left and walking into the Brasserie transports you to Paris. Hardwood floor with black and white penny tile accents, dark green leather booths curved into C shapes, and floor-to-ceiling windows that let in a ton of natural light. Everything was curated, but not in a fussy way. I felt totally at ease there. Then I moved on to 3 different appetizers. One was Jo's Korean-style wings, served with kimchi pickles and ranch dressing. I loved the flavor of the wing sauce, and the heat built up nicely as I ate them but was never overpowering. The kimchi pickles had a great tang and really balanced the spice of the wings and the creamy dressing. I kept forgetting that I had more food coming. This would have been an excellent entree. Next, I dug into the poached pear and burrata salad, which was garnished with vanilla bean, star anise, and grilled radicchio. Now, in the interest of fairness, I used to be a burrata hater. I likened the soft, curd and cream center to a runny egg yolk, which I found unappealing. But then I got over it one summer when a friend served me an excellent burrata with grilled peaches. This is a reminder to stay open-minded when it comes to food. This burrata dish was excellent, and I loved how the vanilla and star anise complemented the sweetness of the pear. The entire dish was light and fresh, and a really welcome note to have at the beginning of the meal. Finally, no meal in Texas is complete without buttermilk biscuits. I slathered one half with honey butter, the other in jam, and ate them. They were crumbly perfection, and made me excited that now I can just buy Joe's buttermilk biscuits at Target and stash them in the freezer. I can't think of a better comfort food. Somehow, I still had room for more food after 4 starters. This is always the sign of a good meal, never wanting it to end. It was pretty hard to decide what I wanted as my main, since everything on the menu sounded good. The Dr. Pepper brined pork chop immediately caught my eye. Did you know Dr. Pepper was invented in Waco? I learned that on this trip. And so did the chicken fried steak. But ultimately, I leaned as far into the southern angle as I could and ordered shrimp and grits. This shrimp and grits might be one of the best dishes I've eaten in a restaurant, period. The grits were unbelievably creamy. The shrimp was perfectly seasoned, and the black pepper bacon pieces added such a nice level of umami to the entire dish. Every bite was a texture and flavor bomb, and I couldn't stop eating. Even writing about it now is making my mouth water. And I knew I wasn't the only one enjoying myself. Once the entrees arrived, my table was completely silent for several minutes. If there's a better marker of a good meal, I don't know what it is. If I see interesting side dishes on a menu, I have to order them. I can't help it. There were 2 that caught my eye at the brasserie: crispy sweet potatoes with Texas wildflower honey and jalapenos, and cast iron mac and cheese. The mac and cheese was made with a 3-cheese blend, Mornay sauce, and crispy breadcrumbs. There was an option to add crab to the mac, but since we were already eating a veritable feast, I declined. The sweet potatoes were super crispy and super spicy, and the mac and cheese was super creamy. The sides balanced each other well and were a perfect complement to the rest of the menu. Obviously, I got dessert. My weakness for bread pudding is severely taken advantage of every time I visit the South, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This one came in its very own cast iron skillet and could have easily served 4 people. It was topped with a whiskey caramel sauce and gelato. The whole dessert was so light, I couldn't believe it. Sometimes bread pudding is dense, and that was not the case here. The gelato really was a perfect accompaniment. I had an incredible meal at the brasserie at Hotel 1928. It can definitely be a little stressful to find quality meals when you're traveling. Take it from my years of experience. The restaurant connected to the hotel is not always a safe bet for a good meal. But in this case, I would argue that a visit to the brasserie is a necessity if you're in Waco, whether or not you're staying at the hotel. My meal felt like a perfect balance of Southern charm and French elegance, while remaining accessible, unpretentious, and comforting. It's like they channeled the entire ethos of what Chip and Joanna have built in Waco into a dining experience. I'm just one lucky diner who was able to experience it firsthand. October 22nd, 5:07 p.m. NM. Joanna and Chip Gaines share special family update on bittersweet milestone involving daughter Ella. The Fixer Upper hosts announced the arrival of a new spin-off of their popular Hgtv series on their daughter Ella's 19th birthday. Tease a bittersweet moment for Joanna and Chip Gaines. Not only are they making big moves with their TV career relating back to the show that launched them to fame, Fixer Upper, they're also fondly remembering their oldest daughter Ella Gaines, who celebrated her 19th birthday on Monday, October 20th. The teen is marking her first birthday since leaving the family home in Waco, Texas for college this fall. While her parents haven't shared where she's going to school, they've indicated it's far from home and closer to the East Coast. For Joanna, 47, and Chip, 50, however, October is already a time of big change, as on the day of their daughter's birthday, it was also announced that they're bringing back their iconic Fixer Upper franchise with a brand new spin-off, Fixer Upper, Mountain House, which will see them tackle renovations on a mountain house in a brand new state outside of Texas. While the couple teased on their social media page that they will hit up several states over the course of the show, a press release from Warner Bros. Discovery revealed that the very first will be Colorado. The 3-part limited series will debut on December 9th on Magnolia Network and Hgtv, and be the first Fixer Upper project outside of their home state. In Fixer Upper Colorado Mountain House, Chip and Joanna take on a 1960s mountain property in Colorado, tackling unique design and construction hurdles that come with high-altitude living, the release states. Together, they blend original mid-century details with European-inspired finishes, transforming the home into their own timeless family retreat nestled in the Rockies. Joanna touched on how much Colorado has become a haven and beloved holiday getaway for their family, which also includes sons Drake, 20, Duke, 17, and Crew, 7, plus their younger daughter Emmy, 15, especially for ski trips and spring breaks for the family of 7. Colorado has come to be a special place for our family, she continued, and somewhere in between ski trips and spring breaks over the last decade, a dream took root to one day carve out a place of our own. While taking Fixer Upper out of state meant we were in for a steep learning curve, our hope is that this home would far outlast us, and we can't wait to share it with you. Joanna and Chip's oldest daughter Ella turned 19 the day the show was announced. Working on the show will surely serve as a way for Joanna and Chip to reconnect with their family values as well, especially as they come to terms with having one less person in the house. In August, the mom of 5 captured some of the feelings associated with bidding farewell to your kids in a lengthy social media post. In Fixer Upper Colorado Mountain House, Chip and Joanna take on a 1960s mountain property in Colorado, tackling unique design and construction hurdles that come with high-altitude living. This season already feels like one big, breathless surrender. Lord, how do I hold them close while also letting go? She penned. My kids and I may have been made for each other, but I also believe they were made for more. More experiences, more knowledge, more growing than could ever happen within our walls.